You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW and 106.1 KZCC Conroe and worldwide on the irlonestar.com.
Thanks for checking out this recording on Lone Star Community Radio. This is Dick, the General Manager of Lone Star Community Radio, and I wanted to give you a quick reminder of what's going on with us for the month of September. A new show has been added to our lineup. The Good News with Ted Cox is going to be on Tuesdays from 1 to 3 p.m. during our talk block. And also joining the talk block is going to be Mornings with Lone Star. Every weekday from 10 to 11 a.m., Mornings with Lone Star will extend their normal programming from music into talk. That's right. Starting from now on, from 8 to 11 a.m., Mornings with Lone Star. First 2 hours, music, talk, fun. And then from 10 to 11, more nitty-gritty talk radio for you. Also extending their time slot is going to be our favorite Saturday morning show, Grit and Grace. They're going to be extending their hours from 8 to 10 a.m. every Saturday morning for you. Also, the last reminder is we still have plenty of talk slots available for those who want to be a talk show host and also volunteer DJs for music. If you're interested in those kind of things, please let the studio know at lscrstudios@gmail.com or call the station at the message line at 936-647-3776. Thanks again for checking out Lone Star Community Radio, and hope you enjoyed the show. All right, some Don Williams right there. Turn out the light and love me tonight. You're listening to Lone Star in the mornings. What a great song to come in off of.
Right?
You're listening to Dick and Skippy in the studio. And like I said, we're going to have the folks from Primrose School of Conroe in the studio. We have Jennifer Millington in the studio. Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning.
Are you ready to talk Primrose School of Conroe?
I'm always ready to talk about Primrose.
Yeah, every day. That has to get tired now.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
So if you don't mind, kind of cover the basis with me because I know very little about Primrose School of Conroe. Is it a early educational program, or can I go there all the way to high school?
You cannot go to Primrose all the way through high school,
Okay.
although the skills we teach you will last you through high school. But we are an early education, a private school. So we're basically, we keep child care center hours. So we're open from 6:30 in the morning to 6:30 in the evening for our working parents.
Okay.
But we are a private school, a private preschool.
Oh, wait, I don't really know what that entails. So I haven't been to school in a long time. So
That's okay.
I don't have any kids.
I guess the biggest difference, if by definition, if you're looking at daycare versus private school, in the preschool setting, we have a full curriculum that encompasses our entire campus, and it's all aligned to skills that we feel are very important that children need to learn in the first 5 years of their life. And that's when their brains are like sponges; they absorb so much during those first years, and those first years are critical to success in school and in life all the way for the rest of it. And so we really harness onto those things and teach them through our curriculum.
Cool. Jennifer, what counts? You're saying the core curriculum, like the early skills that they're taught. Are we talking second languages, basic mathematics? What does
We
that
do.
include?
We have we teach everything from academics, we do have a Spanish program that starts when they turn 3 in our preschool program. We start all the way down at 6 weeks with our infant classroom, but that actually does have a curriculum for reading books to them, making sure that they listen to music, small and large motor functioning. But then as they get older, we're looking at, right now, we're really focused on teaching executive functioning skills through our curriculum. We feel that these days there's a gap with children as they're growing and as they're leaving high school and even leaving college with executive functioning skills. And so it's important for us to use those first 5 years through our curriculum to teach them things like problem solving and self-control and teamwork, considering that most of these children are going to have jobs and careers in fields that haven't even been invented yet. With innovation and technology moving so quickly, it's important that we teach them how to maneuver themselves through life and through those choices that they make.
Cool. And when you say executive function, I mean, I know what that means, but Dick doesn't because he's not nearly as educated as I am. So does that include the executive functions that involves the self-determination?
It does. It involves being able to assess the situation and adapt to it, and to be able to problem solve on your own in the moment. And when you're 2 years old, that's a tough skill to learn. But we spend time teaching them in the moment well, that wasn't the right choice. Maybe that wasn't the best choice to make, but let's talk about what else you could have done, and to not have this happen again, rather than as some places do, or traditionally it's like a point system or a star system, where if you were bad today, you don't get your star, or we're going to put you in timeout, and that's
What's
really
wrong with
going
that
to teach
system?
you. It's just not what we focus on. I just don't. At Primrose, we believe that teaching you in the moment how to make a better choice is what will correct the behavior, rather than a punishment that is.
So do you test these kids every day? Like morality tests, ethics tests?
You know what? We test them through observation, with the teachers being able to spend so much time with them through their nurturing guidance of the curriculum and sitting with them at stations and spending time with them. The teachers are really able to assess where we are in the curriculum, not only with just literacy and do we know our letters, do we know our sounds, do we know our numbers, but also with the social emotional aspect of being 2 or 3.
I mean, that really is part of the development. Now, hypothetically, if I had kids, can I just drop them off till they're like 8 years old?
You got to pick
And
them
then
up
I can
at
pick them
night
up?
for dinner.
Because I was talking to my girlfriend about that. I was like, can you even do that today? Where it's like, I don't want to deal with this kid till they're 16.
Well, not at Primrose.
I'm kidding. No,
But we would be happy to have them on campus from 6:30 in the morning to 6:30 in the evening. They'll be engaged and loved.
What's the
and
ideal
safe.
age?
We start at 6 weeks old, and it goes all the way through our private
6
kindergarten
weeks
class.
old?
6 weeks old?
6
Holy
weeks,
cow.
infant. We have one infant class that is amazing. It's amazing, and the things that the children learn in that classroom, and the happiness of the room, and the safety of the room, and the relationship that the families have with those teachers and with each other, the other families in the room. The children grow up together. So we start at 6 weeks, and we go all the way through private kindergarten, which is about 6 years old.
You do have a website. It's primroseschools.com/school/Conroe, or you can just look up Google and type in Primrose School of Conroe. Y'all have pretty much all the information there, what you want to know, testimonials, staff, nutrition, and those who are looking for a career, all that good stuff. Now, what I see, child development is always one of those things that's going to be evolving, I feel like. With Primrose School of Conroe, it sounds like you guys have a staple or have a method that works, and you're going to keep applying that method. What makes y'all different from the other child development courses or classes or schools? I
think one of the main things that's always going to make us different is that we are a franchise, and even at the corporate level, they're just so passionate about early education that we're always on the forefront of research. And so even though we have a method and the method works, our method is always staying ahead of the curve, always knowing what the children are going to be expected to know, not only as they're entering kindergarten or going to a public school or a private school or even first grade, second grade, but really to be successful throughout life. You can't forget that social emotional part of their development. And so I think what really helps us stay current and stay important is that we're constantly pushing that button and pushing the envelope on early education and finding out what's going to be best for the children as they grow.
So if there's a parent right now listening and they like that response, what do they need to do to get in touch with you?
They can give us a call at 936-756-8100, and we'd be happy to set up a tour. You can also do a tour request online from our website, and we'll be happy to give you a tour any time of day, or you can even just stop by the school. Just pop in and knock on the door, and someone will answer it, and we'll be happy to get a tour for you and talk to you more specifically about the needs of your particular child, because that is very important. That it is case by case, child by child. What are the needs of the child, but also what are the needs of the family?
You guys are located right in the Loop area, right next to on Longmire Road and North Loop 336, right across from Aldi.
Yes.
So if you need some landmarks, folks, that's what I would use. They got the Aldi right there across the street, and it's right there. So it's local, it's close.
It is.
And 6 to 6.
6:30 to 6:30.
6:30 to 6:30. When are you guys going to expand it to when they're 8 years old?
Well, we have an after-school program that we do when the children move on to elementary school. We will pick up at local elementary schools and bring the children back to our campus, and where they're going to get homework help. And so they'll be delivered. They'll get a nice, nutritious snack. They'll have homework help from our teachers, and then they'll be able to relax and decompress from their day, but in an environment that's fun and encouraging, and also again, is continuing to help them build their social skills and their teamwork skills with each other.
A lot of options there.
Right.
So, Jennifer, thank you so much for sharing
Thank
this.
you.
And, folks, if you're listening, just now tuning in, we have Jennifer from the Primrose School of Conroe. You can check them out online at primroseschools.com/school/Conroe for all your information. And for kids from 6 weeks to kindergarten,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Am I getting that right?
And the
Okay.
after-school program will go all the way through 5th grade.
There you go. Well, thank you so much for coming in. We're going to take a quick break, say thank you to our sponsors, Conroe Coffee and others. So stick around. You're listening to Mornings of the Lone Star, and we'll be right back.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Between the Crichton Theater and the Owen Theater, Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with tasty treats and Italy's favorite coffee. Have your favorite coffee or just have a midday snack be personally delivered to you at any location in downtown Conroe. All you have to do is call 936-CONROE-C or 936-266-7632.
We'd like to thank our sponsor at Conroe Coffee for supporting Mornings with Lone Star and Lone Star Community Radio. Don't forget to check them out online at conroecoffee.com.
Thanks for checking out this podcast of Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's community radio station. If you enjoyed this recording, make sure to check out our past shows online at irlonestar.com or their respective video or podcast formats on YouTube, Google Play, or iTunes. If you have any questions regarding the show, either it being about sponsorships or questions for the host, contact the station manager at dick@irlonestar.com or call the station at 936-647-3776. This show was recorded in downtown Conroe, Texas at the Lone Star Community Radio Studios, and Lone Star Community Radio reserves all rights to this recording and images.